Lesson 16. Dear brothers and sisters, I am here. I wanted to explain a lesson about astral travel. It happens every night, and sometimes while you are awake, in an altered state of consciousness. It is important for learning in the spiritual world. It is your path to that world. To achieve it, you must relax the physical body so much that a disconnection occurs between the astral body and the physical body, allowing you to leave your body. Once this process is achieved, the true journey begins. Many people are terrified. They see terrible things, evil, very bad energy. Astral travel usually takes place in the lower astral plane, the astral dimension closest to the earth, which is full of evil. The general process for achieving it is: first, relax the body. This is easy with meditation. When you reach a deep stage, you have control of your body through muscle relaxation. Once you have achieved this relaxation, you need to visualize the astral body beginning to release, to loosen its connection to the physical body. There are several techniques for doing this. I'll explain the most general one possible, the one that will work for most of you. Begin meditating. Relax your body to a deep level. This is easy with meditation. Simply inhale deeply until you hear your heartbeat. At that point, the actual meditation process can begin. You will perceive your inner energy, how it relates to the body, how it unites, and how the energetic bodies separate from the physical body. This is the general theory. In principle, astral travel is usually done with the astral body, although the other bodies also influence it. I will explain more about this later. Once the anchors of the energetic bodies to the physical body are released, you must visualize the energetic bodies and concentrate on the astral body. You have to concentrate and visualize how those anchors break. The astral body is eager to leave. Some people manage to break it completely as a single unit, but the easiest way at the beginning is to break those anchors little by little. First, do it part by part of the body: the legs, then the abdomen, then the arms, and then the head. Once you have released the astral body from all those parts, the astral body will emerge on its own. If it is afraid, you must encourage it into the body. To aid this, speak with a close spiritual teacher, your guardian angel, or someone spiritually close to you, perhaps a deceased relative who is spiritually evolved, so that they can wait for you outside and accompany you on the journey. It is advisable to go accompanied at first, as the atmosphere is often very hostile, and there is a large number of hungry spirits that only want to feed on your energy. Once you have the assistance of a spiritual entity near you, you can begin the actual astral journey. I recommend starting with short trips within the room. Then you can go outside, visit the rest of the house, or familiar places, and later venture outside. Don't be alarmed if you see things that are invisible to the naked eye. The energies of good and evil are perfectly visible to the eyes of the astral body. Everything appears either bright or very dark. This is the moment when the conscious mind can travel, and through the astral body it feels and perceives everything around it. During your first few journeys, I advise you to be guided by your spiritual teacher, as they have more experience and will know how to guide you through dangerous areas. You will notice that there are exceptionally bright places where you can feel a great deal of positive energy emanating from them, and others, on the contrary, where a great deal of negative energy is expelled, very dark places. You will also see that there are places you cannot enter. There is a barrier that prevents entry. The astral world has many levels. The lower astral plane is the worst, where the greatest possible evil gathers, and where the greatest battles between good and evil take place. It is the energetic sphere closest to Earth, and where a part of reality is generated, but I will explain that later in another lecture. The astral world is very vast. It is impossible to cover its entire complexity in a single lecture. There are different places for everyone, and each one has its purpose. Generally, those with positive energy have the purpose of serving the evolution of the human being. There are places, for example, where the environment resembles a vast jungle, so full of water and positive spiritual entities. There are spiritual entities that act as guardians so that humans or incarnate beings who arrive there through their astral body can recognize the selves within. It's like a mirror in which they see themselves reflected, and thus they can see the state of their soul and their different energetic bodies. They can see illnesses that haven't yet manifested, and they can also see the thoughts in their energetic bodies. The same mirror and the same guardian present in that place tell them what they need to do. These are frequent places for many people like yourselves. You must be very attentive while traveling there, which is why I advise you to go accompanied, because the negative entities are very numerous, very dark in color, and are not illuminated by white light, but rather by black light. These are frequent places. Evil beings feed on your energy, on the negative feelings of fear they create within you. When you see them, you must flee, even if your companion tries to defend you. You can also defend yourselves. If you have meditated long enough, you already have the control over your aura. You can concentrate on it, making it a powerful, bright blue-white, and this will prevent them from approaching you. It is beneficial to meditate with your astral body in sanctuaries, where there are temples of some kind of positive energy, such as those dedicated to any religion, but with positive intentions towards you. Flee from places where negative energy desires reside. Approach places of positive energy, where spiritual entities and incarnate beings gather to ask for or offer their energy to the divine. There, a great energetic exchange takes place, which is positive for all the inhabitants of that spiritual world, for the geographical area in the physical world near that place, and for the individuals themselves who go there to connect with the energy. For example, there's a very important center in the Fuensanta Sanctuary in Murcia. The energy center has a large luminous sphere visible in the astral plane. It's located near the room where the candles are lit, and this place is easily seen with the eyes of the astral body, even from a great distance. It's like a lighthouse, shaped like an immense ball, and as you approach, you realize you can touch it. You can even enter the sphere, and the energy is much greater. It's a very beautiful place, full of positive energy. I don't advise going to places of negative energy. They will only drain your energy. If you have bad intentions, you're on the wrong path. The path of evil only produces pain. In the astral world, all things, all objects have matter, a subtle matter composed of atoms, but with a vibrational frequency very different from that of the physical body. Therefore, there will be places you cannot enter because they have a different vibrational frequency, and other places you can easily traverse during astral travel. You can also see your deceased relatives. You only need to invoke them, call them, and if possible, and they are not busy, they will appear and you will be able to see them. If your mind is open enough and coordinated with your astral body, you can even have a conversation with them. Many times at night, almost everyone, every day, has astral journeys. The general activity that occurs during these astral journeys is usually one of learning. There are places where entities with great knowledge go to impart that knowledge to people like you. These are places with very positive energy, and they come in many forms, but in general, they are beautiful and luminous landscapes. Some contain buildings of all kinds. These buildings are very subtle, made of this subtle matter, and are quite spectacular. Some are very tall, rounded, and have peaks. It's important to mention that a significant role certain humans play when they are in the astral world is to fight in the energetic dimensions surrounding Earth. Generally, spiritual battles between good and evil take place on every planet in the universe. There are certain humans who already possess a certain level of consciousness and the capacity to perform this role, and they participate in these battles alongside spiritual entities. These battles are important. They are deciding the future of your planet, your civilization, and therefore your future as a species useful to the universe. Your future, as I said before, your future will be decided in these 2 years. It can be very good if you make the right decisions, or it can be your end in a short period of time. There are places full of energy. These places are quite far above the lower astral dimension near Earth, and they no longer have as much malevolence. The celestial levels are not so isolated from the astral dimensions of the universe. They are quite close, especially through the communication portals. The inhabitants of the celestial levels can leave if they are given permission. Otherwise, they will have to communicate or perceive what is there through the communication portals. For the return of the astral body to the physical body to occur, it is connected from the moment it leaves. They are connected by the silver cord, that's its name, so that in case of an emergency, it will know how to return quickly. Don't let yourself be taken in by any negative entity. They usually attack in groups if they aren't too powerful, and that's why you must always be vigilant about your surroundings, because evil is visible. They try to hide behind certain dark objects that don't possess evil and therefore don't create light either. You have to be attentive and recognize them even when they are hidden. Because they generate energy, and the energy of evil is clearly perceived when you have a certain level of training. You can go anywhere in the physical world and observe what is there, but you will see it differently, not as your physical eyes see it. You will see energy, you will see everything somewhat distorted, and you can move your astral body to very distant places, beyond your imagination. In the same universe, you can go to the barrier that exists between our universe and the antimatter universe. The journey is very long, but it's possible. It's a bit tiring at first, but it's achievable. You just need to spend a considerable amount of time in your astral projection, half an hour to an hour. If your thoughts are connected to the rest of your energy bodies, you'll be able to successfully complete the astral projection. This requires training. I've given you the basic technique. Your spiritual leader will guide you in perfecting it for your specific needs, so you can become a good, conscious astral traveler. At night, when you undertake astral projection, you may have strange memories. Some of you know it wasn't a dream, but something else entirely. These are very lucid visions where everything looks different, where there's no clear physical world, and everything is seen in extraordinary colors, unlike anything you see in the physical world. These are the conscious memories of having made the astral journey, and you will have them with increasing frequency if you practice astral travel correctly. Start gradually, as I mentioned before, and then gradually move away. Above all, pay attention to your spiritual guide who has more experience. Remember, to return, you only need to wish to return to your physical body. The silver cord knows where it is. Don't be alarmed if everything seems to be coming very quickly. Try to make the entry smooth, as it can be frightening. I understand that if you are fleeing, the entry will be abrupt. But in those cases, if you are being pursued, it's normal for it to be that way. It's not a problem to enter abruptly, but afterwards you need to take a little longer to awaken so that everything can be reconnected. The other energetic bodies, the physical body and the mind. So, greetings, brothers and sisters, until next time.